take a look at what's working. One of the assistant U.S. attorneys in Mobile is trying to educate young people about the dangers of social media.
Just about all young people are using social media in some way. As Devin Walsh reports, he wants kids to be prepared for what they encounter online.
How many of y'all have cell phones? But I know every one of y'all are going to raise your hands, right?
Every middle school student here in the gym at St. Ignatius Catholic School says he or she uses social media in some way.
It can get you in trouble.
That's why Assistant U.S. Attorney Sean Costello is here.
Here is the biggest threat. It's all of you.
He's seen it all when it comes to online behavior.
The biggest danger that kids in particular have is themselves. They make mistakes, they make poor choices, they're impulsive.
Costello is teaching the kids not to communicate with strangers.
You have the absolute right to say no to this stuff.
Even when it seems innocent.
The cyberbullying and the child pornography and everything else like that, that the bad guys are everywhere. They're just not in the news in the big cities, and they're in our backyard.
Perhaps his biggest message?
Don't be stupid.
That their online behavior can be permanent.
I just think it's so important to know your boundaries in this day and age where we use technology so often, and whether we should post this or shouldn't post this, and that it can really cost you a career or where you go to college.
It's just a refresher that you need to be aware of what you're posting and what you're doing and what other people are going to try and do to you.
If your parents come back, if they come to this thing on Thursday when I'm going to be talking to them, they'll see a lot of this same stuff.
As for parents, Costello says not to use the excuse that you can't keep up with what apps are on your child's phone. He says it's your job to find out.
If you don't know where your kids are going for 5 hours a day when they walk out of the house, why would you not want to know where they are spending their time on these devices and online?
Costello says the age of technology is different than the good old days pre-cell phones.
We would rather spend, hours talking to thousands of students all over Southwest Alabama to prevent 1 or 2 cases from coming into our office.
And he hopes he can help kids realize how to avoid the digital dangers out there.
You are all more than capable of making the right decision.
For What's Working, I'm Devin Walsh.
Costello also says you need to educate yourself on how to use the apps on your child's phone and make sure you know their passwords.